This evening has been swell, a first date in New York. You asked the proper questions, you used the proper fork. You looked into my eyes, you were calm, polite, composed. You even bypassed my pet peeve and chewed with your mouth closed. We paid the check, you walked me home, a sweet kiss at my door. And then came the big question, would I like to see you more? Well, I shouldn't make a date without my book in front of me, 'cause I'm always double booking, which can cause catastrophe. And although it's never personal, just merely oversight, I've ticked off many friends and with my mother had a fight about my irresponsibility and how it's downright rude to be so absent-minded and show such ingratitude as to not remember who and when and where I said I'd be. But my mother is impossible and somehow doesn't see that it's strictly lack of focus or there's too much on my mind, so that little things like names and gates somehow left behind in some file I cannot access in some corner of my brain. But I didn't mean to bring up Mom or stand here and complain for the simple point I'm trying to make, despite the time it took this, that I really can't do anything without my freaking book. And I probably would be remiss to not pay some attention to the simple fact that both of us are busy. Did I mention I've taken class pottery and practical philosophy, which Mother finds indulgent, but it's just my curiosity about the world around me, so that means without a doubt that Tuesday nights and Friday afternoons are simply out, and I'm sure you have your conflicts and appointments you must keep. And then there's all the little things like laundry, food, and sleep. Not to say that it's impossible and far from insurmountable, it's just that as to grown-ups we must always be accountable for all the little details and demands upon our time, which can sometimes seem ridiculous and make up a climb of our day-to-day existence like a race that can't be won, and all but just eliminates the time for any fun. And I probably should mention, although maybe it's too soon, that I tend to be a little shy and hide in my cocoon. My physical affection for the one I date is rationed out in small amounts, and over time it takes a while to bloom. And moving on to second base 6 months, so don't assume that the speed of my libido has a thing to do with you. It's really just some Catholic crap that I'm still working through. And then there is the question, which is open for debate, of whether I'm in any frame of mind to even date. I mean, is it too soon after the last misadventure to put myself through that kind of sore domestic? Sure, they say the time's healing, and I truly feel, of course, when one falls off, the best advice is jump back on the horse. But the wounds are deep and slow to heal, and even though I've tried, I sometimes feel to be the bridesmaid, not the bride. Oh my God, I must be swimming in some red wine sort of haze. I'm resorting now to metaphors and tired old cliches. You really must forgive me, for it's far from illustrative of the normal sort of gal I am, who's smart and so creative. This ramble's got to cease, for I know you must be weary of the seemingly ridiculous avoidance of your query. Oh, so I guess the simple truth, which defies all comprehension, is there was a quicker path to take than this prolonged invention. When you asked me for another date, it caused me to digress. I should have gotten to the point and simply answered, no.